Well, how's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Connor.
Welcome to another podcast. LCR.
Woo. Number.
Well, first, what LCR? What does it stand for?
Lights, Camera, Reaction.
Yeah, there's only two of us, so episode
77.
Woo!
Yeah,
How's it
we're
going,
back,
guys?
baby.
We're
Coming
back.
in hot.
Hopefully, we can get another one out in December, maybe for like the holidays.
Possibly.
Sorry that we've been absent for a while. After the podcast came out, movie theaters started closing again. Our friends came down from Illinois, visited us, and then it was my birthday, and then it was your birthday, and then it was Thanksgiving, and then
all the fun stuff.
it got really busy. But I think we're back. I think we have some videos planned for December. We had a Mank review. If you haven't watched that yet, first go watch the movie out on Netflix now.
Check that out, man.
And then watch a review on it. And we have like a bonus video that I want to record soon before the holidays.
Right. Yes, the special one.
And there are some movies coming out this month.
Thank God. Thanks to Netflix mostly.
Yeah, Netflix. There is an Apple TV animated movie.
Yes.
Wolfwalkers? Yeah, Wolfwalkers. That's coming out.
Something like that.
Netflix has like 2 or 3 coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And then there will be some movies coming out on Christmas that we probably won't get to do reviews for, but I think we'll most likely see them.
Right.
On our own time. But anyways, guys, this is going to be another news podcast because
what else is there to talk about this year? Most of the movies are just dead. And
there's some news.
Oh, there's some news.
There's some news, but we're going to save that news for later.
Okay.
That will be the beef topic for now.
That'll be the majority of this video, most likely.
I just got some little things I want to talk about.
Your baby things.
Some baby things.
Your baby things.
So, this is about almost a week old news, but it's finally official.
Mm-hmm.
Mads Mikkelsen is replacing Johnny Depp.
Yes, sir.
As Grindelwald. And I think you and I are on the same page of who gives a fuck.
I'm actually kind of happy that he got it because I could totally see him transitioning into that very well based on Depp's appearance.
Do you think if Colin was not busy with the Penguin and in Batman, do you think they would have brought him back?
Probably.
Because that would have been so easy.
But
he was literally him in the first movie.
He was, but he wasn't.
But he was.
Not really.
But he was.
He just played Colin Farrell in the first movie.
But he was.
You see how fucking weird Johnny Depp's look was? It's a Johnny Depp character. Come on, man. How you gonna replace that look? You know what I'm saying?
That's true, yeah. Mads Mikkelsen probably could fit it pretty well.
He'd kill it, though. I mean, it's Colin Farrell. He's pretty good. So, he would probably do it if they asked him again, if he wasn't busy.
And, Johnny Depp's been phoning it in for the last, 15 years. So, I think his last good movie was the first Pirates of the Caribbean. So
wow, it's been a minute. 17 years.
So, it's sad to see him go in the circumstances that he's been going with for the last few years and just that whole drama
shebang
him and Amber had. And so, it was respected, and hey, dude, he still got fucking paid, and he shot one scene.
Yeah, wasn't he the highest paid actor in the last movie or something like that?
It's Johnny Depp.
I'm sure he was.
He was the most recognizable.
I'm pretty sure he was paid over $10 million for that. If I remember that.
I wonder how much they had to pay him. 7 figures, right? For this one, was it 7 or 6 figures?
For how much they would pay him?
No, he got paid 7 or 6 figures for the one scene he shot.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that?
No,
dude. Yeah, based on his contract, he filmed enough to justify his payment. So Warner Brothers still had to pay. I'm pretty sure it was 7 figures.
Maybe that's what I read then.
For the one scene that he filmed for this third movie, and I mean, in my
contracts,
that's a win in my book. I'd be like, dude, fuck it, I'm gonna buy a new house.
I'm taking that dub. I'm going home, man.
I don't give a fuck about this movie.
It's all right, I did my one scene. All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, but
you can replace me. Yeah, go ahead.
But at the same time, Mads, you're just gonna get a paycheck.
Hell yeah, I prefer Mads as an actor anyway.
Showed up in a Star Wars movie. Showed up in a Marvel movie. Now he's showing up in a Harry Potter movie. I guess DC's next.
He's going places, I guess.
Yeah, I guess DC's next for the average moviegoer to know who he is.
He's in a James Bond movie.
Yeah, that was probably his. Would you say it's like his breakout performance?
American breakout performance.
Yeah, American. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but that's cool. Good for him.
Shout out to Mads, baby.
Still going to be an awful, awful movie. I will see it, but it's going to be awful.
He's in a movie that just came out on VOD that I'm pretty excited about.
What is it?
It's the guy that made The Hunt. So, that same director.
I'm really excited for
The
Hunt. Chaos Walking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's in that franchise. Come on. How can we forget Chaos Walking, man? But yeah, it's called Drunk. So, we should probably watch that soon because I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm done. New movies. This is just... I don't know if he's playing the Toxic Avenger, but Peter Dinklage is signed on to a reboot of that movie. Do you know what I'm talking about? Toxic Avenger?
No. I was assuming an MCU movie.
No. Look up Toxic Avenger. It came out in the 80s.
Okay.
And it's just like a campy... I don't know if it's a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
But it's just this tar-looking monster. I don't know if he's good or bad. But I guess they're doing a reboot and Peter Dinklage is attached to it. I don't know if he's playing the monster. I don't know if he's playing the bad guy.
Guess how much the original movie made in the box office?
13 million. Lower?
Oh, yeah.
2 million. Not even a million? 536,000.
$500,000 budget, $800,000 box office.
Hey, it made something. It made $300 profit.
That's just so... I never even heard of this movie.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it through Cinemass Massacre.
Okay.
They always do those campy movies. But
okay. So is it a very well-known B movie or something?
I think so. It's up there as a B movie.
Interesting.
I've seen little shots of it.
Apparently it has gruesome violence. That's exciting.
So they're doing another reboot. How original Hollywood.
Peter Dinklage. Is he going to be the Toxic Avenger?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just said Peter Dinklage attached to Atomic Avenger reboot. And I'm like, well, I'm going to write that down.
Interesting.
That's some news to talk about.
Okay.
I think it could be the original could just be a fun B awful movie.
I guess.
I don't know. I am definitely into those more than you are.
Yeah. Are you talking about the original?
Yes.
So exactly. So how do you remake a B movie? It's like remaking The Room.
Yeah, you're right.
How do you even do that?
You can't.
You can't capture that magic.
Everything made in the late 80s, early 90s, where literally anybody could make a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is lightning in a bottle. Mm-hmm. Samurai Cop, Trolls 2, Night Killer, all these movies that I've just seen this year for the first fucking time. These movies, you can't make them today. You can't make a bad movie today.
Exactly.
A genuine bad movie.
That's why people love them, is because these people put their time and energy into all of these, and they're
dude,
hilariously
Samurai Cop
bad.
Is fucking amazing. And then we watched the sequel that came out 2 years ago just because we wanted to see it, and it's just they're trying so hard to be bad that it's not even really funny.
Exactly. You can't force it to be bad.
No.
You know? It's got to come from how on set was and how the direction was.
And I'm not saying that
the script
back in the day movies weren't art, because they are, but I feel nowadays the standards of an artistic movie is so much higher than it was back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I feel in the 80s and early 90s it was just kind of a lot of standard shot, over the shoulder, wide. There wasn't a lot of effort. I mean, but then there's those Diamond in the Roughs that were beautiful. But I feel nowadays, a lot of movies, a lot more directors are embracing more of the art form than just shooting a movie.
Yeah.
And
it's not let's scrape together $10,000 in the 1983 and let's shoot a fucking movie for getting the worst.
Well, we're all on fucking cocaine.
Exactly. The coke era, exactly. So the crack era, the 90s, I guess. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. We talked a lot about that topic.
Yeah, I mean,
that was nice.
It's more of like, I mean, maybe I'll watch it, but I definitely would. I want to watch the original just for the campiness.
Right.
So,
we'll probably watch that soon then.
Oh, this is exciting. So we've watched 3 of the Scream movies together, and there's one more that we need to watch before the new one comes out, which now is just titled Scream.
Boring. Whatever. Hollywood. Just add a number to it. There's no shame to that.
Dude, and then just, because, like, also, one thing, I have, like, the Scream Blu-ray box set.
Yeah.
And it has the 3 movies and 2 documentaries. And I'm like, why isn't the 4th one on here? And then I look up, and the 4th one's, like, not even on Blu-ray, which is really weird. Remember, we looked this up.
It's not even on Blu-ray, though?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
And if it is, it's, like, super expensive. So,
that's weird.
But we'll probably watch it, like, next Halloween, because I think this movie got delayed anyways.
Like, what?
I think it was
Was 5 even announced when we watched the first one, or did we just say fucking and watch the first one?
I think we just fucking watched it. But I'm pretty sure this was supposed to come out January 2021. So definitely not happening. Oh, fuck, I wrote it right here. January 14th, 2022 is when it's coming out.
Oh,
anyways.
January movie of 2022.
The notes, the thing I want to talk about is all of, I think, the main actors got fake endings. So no actor really knows who the killer is.
Okay.
So it's going to be all up to the editors to do it, which I think is pretty cool.
Well, eventually one of them has to know who the real killer is. No, okay, no, I see.
No,
what you're
like
saying.
they're going to watch the premiere and they're going to find out, or they're going to watch it all together.
That's kind of neat.
I think that's kind of cool. Like it's like it reminded me of Empire Strikes Back, where like everybody had no idea that what Vader actually said. Like he just said like I killed your father or something on set. But then later on when they reshot it, like they're like, okay, Mark Hamill, like actually he says that he's your father.
Actually, Mark, we're gonna need you to do this real quick.
Do it really quiet. But like that's kind of what it reminded me of. Just like when, and I think there are other incidents where you have
like Clue. Like I'm sure that went on
Clue.
with Clue.
And have you seen Clue? Yeah,
it's been a while, but I have technically seen it.
I've seen it one time, and I didn't know about the 3 different endings. So like I watched it, and the ending happened, and I was like, oh. And then it's like was a black title and said like ending 2, and I'm like, huh? And then like my mom's like, yeah, like they literally had different endings in theaters, and I'm like, what? That's awesome. Like
pretty tight, yo.
That'd be pretty crazy to like be talking about the movie and be like, wait, no, like Colonel Mustard did it. He's like, no, he didn't. It was the butler. Like
in the ballroom.
With the pipe. But so they don't know, and I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. It sounds like it's the directors of Ready or Not, so I think it's promising to be like at least competent movie. Yeah. Our boy Huey from The Boys is in it.
Let's go.
I think they're bringing
Jack
back
Quaid.
A majority of the cast that are alive. Yeah. Still to this point. So
like the characters you mean.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Like
the actual actors have been dropping like flies lately.
Yeah. But so yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So, Paramount is making a Clifford movie.
Yes.
Has
there been a full trailer yet, or was it just that like
just that teaser? But dude, I think we can talk for 5 minutes about that teaser because woo, it does not look good.
I mean. Yeah,
it's your basic dog movie, but it's based off your PBS show that was early 2000s. Now my thing is, when I first saw it, I didn't even like really pay attention to the size of Clifford. Yeah, I more paid attention to that it's like just a fucking lab,
red lab,
not even like a red lab. It's like a wet red lab. And like he's clearly like CGI, and like it's not as bad as the CGI dog from
Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild. That's fucking bad.
That was atrocious.
Like this one at least looked like it is kind of real, but clearly not. But like I was more off-putting about that Clifford wasn't so red. But then I don't remember who it was, but somebody told me like, isn't Clifford like the size of a house?
Yeah, he's not even to scale.
I'm like, wait, you're right. Yeah. Why is he like the size of like a car, like
a truck or something.
Like a truck, more like a truck. But like Clifford's supposed to be the size of a house.
Yeah, I guess. If they made him that big, it would be terrifying because of how fucking big he is, actually.
I guess. But, like, to me, it's just like, dude, like, if you're going to commit. Like, it's like Clifford the big red dog, not Clifford the medium big red dog.
Wow, this is kind of a big dog, but we can take care of him still.
But we can still take care of him.
He can still come in the house.
Like, if you just got, like, 2, like, 7'2" people to take care of the dog, you know?
Yeah.
Be as, like, tall as
them. Get some, like, basketball players.
Yeah. I don't even know what the story's going to be about. I don't really remember the story of Clifford.
Is the show even still, like, running new episodes?
Oh, probably not.
So, like, who wants this?
I guess
there can't be this big of Clifford fans in the world.
Maybe. Actually, let me see.
Have you ever heard anyone talk about Clifford?
71 episodes, 3 years. Oh my God, there was a movie.
Okay.
There's a movie that came out in 2004, so a year after.
Yes, this is like 15 years old.
Oh my God, no, there's a reboot.
Okay.
That came out last year. Looks like this. It's definitely shittier.
Oh.
Art style. And it's still going.
It's shittier art style.
That makes sense. Season 1 premiered last year.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 premiered this year, and season 3 is about to premiere, like literally next week. So, I don't know if it's still on PBS or not. So I guess it's still relevant.
I guess so. I mean,
dude, I totally forgot about that Clifford the Big Red Dog movie. Clifford's really big movie. Came out in 2004. Rated G. You don't see those much anymore.
No. It's got to have poop and fart jokes and innuendos.
John Goodman's in it.
And the new one?
No, in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. John Ritter was the voice of Clifford.
Andrew is going down the Clifford the Big Red Dog rabbit hole right now.
Huh.
He's having a nostalgia trip.
Did Clifford talk?
No.
He just made barking noises?
Yeah, that or he just
fucking pay job that
chilling just the fuck out as a big dog, I guess.
That's interesting. Well,
I barely remember even any episodes of Clifford.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I don't really remember the significance of it, but
it's like I was watching Clifford like before I was like 4 years old, you know. So like I'm not gonna retain any of that information.
You know what? Fuck it. I want a live action Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales,
dude.
That'd be tight.
Dragon Tales. Good, no.
I'd watch Dragon Tales.
I would do that. Do a live action one. See those dinosaurs. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty tight.
You know what? What about was it Cyber Chase?
Cyber Chase. I was gonna bring up
with
Cyber Chase.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
He played the villain.
Oh really?
The green guy.
Nice.
That was him, dude. That's tight.
I see why you're a big Cyber Chase fan now.
I love Christopher Lloyd, man. Whenever I get a chance to see him.
Yeah, we've been going through Breaking Bad, so if we just say the occasional Breaking Bad reference, then
yeah, we're
first watch
2 episodes into season 4, and yeah, first watch for him.
I don't know. Don't make fun of me in the comments.
It's the greatest show ever.
It's pretty damn good so far.
Alrighty,
Jesse,
run. All right. So Universal is bringing Van Helsing back. Did you see this?
Oh, lovely, because the first one was so
I
successful.
have seen the first one once.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the campiness of it. I kind of enjoyed it.
That was one of the, like, 10 movies my grandpa had. So, like, I remember watching it as a kid, but I don't remember anything about the movie.
See, what I loved about the beginning
is Kate Beckinsale in that?
Yep, and Hugh Jackman. Okay. I forgot who the villain was, but I loved it in the beginning. It's shot in black and white, and it's playing as, like, the original Frankenstein movie. And it was, like, just, like, an amazing, like, homage to it. And then, like, I don't know. I would definitely, like, revisit it. Honestly, I think I own it.
Do you own Van Helsing?
And if I own it, I'm a proud owner, dude. Like, I am proud if I own that movie.
Okay. When's the last time you watched Van Helsing?
Well, I've only seen it once, and it was, like, 2 years ago?
Oh, wow. So you've seen it recently.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it. And so when I heard this, I'm like, okay. James Wan is producing it.
Of course.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah. No, well.
Damn,
Universal.
I did not write down the director that is attached
Conjuring
to it.
Universal? I don't even know.
I think so.
And like...
I feel like almost every horror movie is Universal.
And Insidious and shit?
Yeah, I think it's like they're all just Universal.
Okay. Respect.
But yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't write down the director who is attached to it. But, yeah, so... This guy's just going to make his own movie in the Van Helsing universe. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a Van Helsing movie or if he's just going to be in it, and this is kind of be like them trying to redo the fucking dark, whatever the fuck that
Dark
was.
universe.
Dark universe. Ugh. Like, you know, if you didn't try so hard, you might have been able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Like if you just made these movies.
Start with The Mummy, I feel.
I'm just like if you just made these movies to make them and then slowly just.
That's not how this works, Andrew.
I know, but
that's
like
not how money's made.
Do you know when Johnny Depp was attached to the Invisible Man?
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
Yeah, they had him and.
Dude, there's like that legendary picture with all of them.
Yeah, all of them like Photoshop.
Isn't it like Javier is like the
Javier
Wolfman?
Bardem?
It's like the Wolfman.
Was he the Wolfman?
Yeah, and now it's like fucking Ryan Gosling or something. I don't even know. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's gonna be the Wolfman apparently.
If it happens, I guess.
Right.
Who was the who was gonna be the bride? Isn't it Angelina Jolie?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And now Scarlett Johansson is playing somebody in that Bride of Frankenstein A24 film.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Who's making that again?
No idea.
Whatever. It's too late.
I love classic horror movies.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. Do you own all the classic Universal monster movies?
Like the OG ones, not
Yeah.
like any of the sequels. I don't own The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I fucking want to watch that. I don't own Phantom of the Opera, and I think that's it. I think I own all the others. So.
Sweet. I don't think I've ever watched any of the classics.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I really haven't watched many movies pre like 1990.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
This boy right here just watched Back to the Future 2 and 3 for the first time in like the last month. So
yeah. Why watch old movies when you got to catch up on the recent releases? I guess.
Right.
That was like my philosophy for like a while, and I'm like, all right, it's time to go into some more older films.
You know,
uncultured.
My favorite is probably The Invisible Man. Right up here. There's my Funko of him.
I was like, are you trying to get the focus in the camera?
No, I was just pointing. That's probably my favorite. Honestly, I have to watch it again, but I think my least favorite might have been Dracula. Yeah. I've seen Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and...
Is that Bela Lugosi was in the original one?
Yeah. That's where the, like, I was like your blood. But then he literally never says that in the movie, so I have no idea why that's even, like, a catchphrase.
Maybe they just knew how Bela Lugosi sounded, and they just, like, pictured him saying that.
Apparently, I do want to watch it. The Spanish version of the Dracula 1932 is better than the Hollywood version.
Why is that? Like, edited? Or
everything. So pretty much, you probably don't know the history of it, but, like, they would film in the day the Bela Lugosi Dracula, and then at night the Mexican crew would come in and shoot their own Spanish version of Dracula, and apparently it's just shot better, edited better, like same set, everything. It's really interesting. I'd like to watch it someday.
Yeah,
because people say it's the better version.
Okay, that's interesting.
But yeah, we'll try to watch a few of them. Not all of them.
Like, I'm sure we'll throw them in the jar eventually.
Eventually, yeah. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's happening. Universal, I guess they're just making more movies.
Hells yeah.
So,
I mean, I think that's more of like Universal's thing. It's like they got Blumhouse, they've got Jordan Peele now, they've got James Wan and Lee Winnell. They're making just all these like lower budgeted horror movies that they can make just percentage wise a much bigger return on, which I completely respect that more than just like shitting out $200 million movies and then like being shocked that it tanks in the box office like a Mummy or something. You know?
Yeah. Mummy,
just make it like $70 million.
Bye, man.
So like if it only makes 180, 200 million, you're still turning a profit.
Yeah.
You know, so like.
And you can make more movies with these smaller budgets.
Yeah.
Instead of going out in one movie.
It's like, it's not a dick measuring contest to see how much money you throw into a production. You know, it's just like, make a better movie.
Yeah, James Cameron.
Just make a better movie, and like, no one cares how much you paid for it, you know?
And then you'll make the one movie for $1 million and make $130 million.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, because like Get Out, like, it's probably like $30 million budget, maybe even less, and like made $300+ million.
That, Paranormal, Blair Witch, all of these iconic. It's always the horror movies because they always these horror movies always introduce.
Because they really don't have big actors that like ask for like shitloads of money, and they don't have a ton of CGI. I guess like you haven't seen Conjuring 2, right?
No.
That one's definitely not as good, only because there's just so much CGI and it looks kind of bad now. Rewatching it, so
dude, the first Insidious. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen any Insidious.
I really enjoyed the first Insidious.
Yeah,
I heard the second one kind of ruined some of the scares, so I don't know if I want to watch it. But the first one's I really enjoyed.
Ruins the scares.
Like just. Yeah, that's all I'll say. But if you know, you know. So, horror movies, you gotta love them.
What's
okay.
next, Chief?
Hawkeye has started production.
Ooh.
Jeremy Renner, I guess, is still. Remember when that drama came out about him like wanting to kill his family?
Yeah, his like wife or something.
Yeah, so I guess he's still Hawkeye.
They're like, people have their episodes. Why not?
Right, and he posted just a picture of Clint, like his little chair, and he's like, "We're back, baby," or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they added 6 new people onto the show.
Yeah, I saw Florence was one.
And Florence is one of them. So interesting.
Budapest.
I guess Hawkeye takes place after,
Black Widow.
Well, after Endgame, I assume.
Oh.
So
well, now we know Florence Pugh is not going to bite the bullet in the Black Widow movie, I guess.
Florence is not Taskmaster. But I don't think that was never the rumor. The rumor is Rebecca.
Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz, my bad. Rachel Weisz is Taskmaster. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so she's coming on. So that'll be interesting to like him. I don't even know. Maybe he doesn't even know like she exists and that like she knows who ScarJo is.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Like I guess like to see what's gonna here we go. This is it. So The Mandalorian. It's a great
tangent. Here we go.
It's a great show. I really enjoy it. But like it doesn't feel like a TV show.
Right.
Because like we're watching Breaking Bad, the greatest show of all time. And that every episode has like 6 to 8 characters, and there's like the A plot, the B plot, and the C plot. And you get to see all of that in like 45 minutes, 45 to 47 minutes. So this show, like its episodes fluctuate from like 30 minutes to like 58 minutes. And it's Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. I don't like his name, so I'm just going to call him Baby Yoda. So you have those two. They're in every episode, okay? But every episode has an individual side character that's only in that episode. And then you don't see that character ever again until the next season. So, is that going to happen with these Marvel shows? Like, is Florence only going to be in one episode? And are they going to go to another fucking planet every episode? Because, like, I don't know if, like, does Disney not know how to make a television show?
Thing. I mean, are those did the previous Marvel shows feel like TV shows? Like
what shows?
Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
Yes, they were like 45 minutes. There was your A plot, your B plot, and sometimes your C plot, and like every episode like ended on a cliffhanger, as all shows pretty much should. Not every episode has to end on a cliffhanger, but
depending on the genre of the show.
Yeah, on the genre show, and so like I don't know, it was a TV show. It felt like that. You had a raw like the Mandalorian. There's like 5 actors.
Are you getting fed up with the Mandalorian?
I'm like I love it so much, but like I'm just like, bro, stop wrapping up every episode like a fucking little bow and be like, this episode you can watch by itself and you don't need to watch the next episode because it's not really that relevant. There's no cliffhanger.
I mean, that's why I'm getting kind of tired of the Mandalorian, because it's like that.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, Mando, we need you to do this little adventure
and so like
and help us out.
Marvel
okay, I guess I'll have
like
to.
That? Or I mean, like it's completely different worlds, completely different ballparks of writers and actors and producers and directors, and so like I don't know, but it's Disney, so I don't know. But like Is Florence only going to be like in 1 or 2 episodes, or is she going to be showing up in every episode as like a supporting, like not like a supporting character, but like even like a guest star? They still are in like every episode for like, you know, maybe like 3 or 4 episodes. But like, so like, I just don't know.
Like you said before, you need a showrunner with the overall vision of everything.
Yeah.
That like knows where he or she knows where they want to take this.
And I mean, I know like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they know what they want to do with the show. But like, bro, if this next, we haven't watched the most recent episode called The Tragedy. We haven't watched it yet. But I swear to God, if the episode opens up and somebody's like, hey, Mandalorian, you need something? Well, help me out on this quest, and then I'll send you to another planet, I will fucking scream. Help me. Like, woo. The show's great.
I'm not the only one in this house that feels this way.
But like, I enjoy it, but like, we're watching Breaking Bad. I cannot emphasize that. We're watching Breaking Bad at the same time. And I'm like, fuck, this show is like so fucking good.
It leaves you like wanting to keep watching it to see find out what happens next.
At the end of an episode of Mandalorian, I'm like,
you're just like, all right, cool.
Like, that was a cool episode, but like, even if I had 2 episodes to watch in a row, I would watch it, but I wouldn't be like Breaking Bad, be like, oh, let's go. We've got to find out what happened next.
45 minutes, let's go.
So, yeah, that's my little tangent on what the fuck is going to happen with Marvel TV shows and The Mandalorian. I hope I don't get any shit, but it's just how I feel.
This podcast will have 30 dislikes.
I hope
somehow
not.
People are going to find this and give a shit about it. All the Star Wars nerds.
But, yeah, so that's my 2 cents on all of that. They're starting production. So
back to Hawkeye.
They're starting production. How much of Falcon Winter Soldier is done? Is it all done? Is it almost done? WandaVision's done.
That's coming out in January.
It's coming out mid-January. Falcon Winter Soldier, don't know what's going on. This just started production. Is Loki in production?
I think they're still in pre-production.
Well, we got that teaser though of it. Remember that? Like it was like the teasiest teaser. And
maybe.
I think that's it. Those are the only 4 shows that I know.
Is Blade going to be a movie?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. It's going to that's going to kick off like the next phase.
Is someone like attached to that as a director yet?
I don't think so. I think only Mahershala Ali is on it.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Dude, he's going to be fucking great.
That's such a good casting
He played
choice.
what's his name? Like Cottonmouth or something in Luke Cage, and he was really good in that.
So are they just like, that didn't happen?
Well, actually, I guess this is kind of news. This week, Netflix officially handed over the rights to Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Luke Cage back to Disney. So now Disney can do what they want with those.
So the shows aren't on Netflix anymore?
I don't know about that.
Or it's just the rights to these
I think it's
characters?
just the rights. I think Netflix couldn't do anything with these characters. And now they can. And, like, that's when everybody is, like, praying to God that Charlie Cox gets to come back as Daredevil.
Right.
Because the first season of Daredevil kind of ties in to the show. But then, like, Infinity War happened. And then, like, they're like, well, we're not going to tie in that much anymore to like it. Like, we're just going to do our own thing. And, like, because, like, what are all the odds of all of the characters in Daredevil surviving the snap? Like, they're just like, fuck it, we're just going to do our own thing.
Right.
And so, like, I don't know if they're going to bring back anybody from those shows. But if there was anybody they'd bring back, it probably would be Charlie Cox. Because that was the best show out of the 4. Everybody loved him as Daredevil. And I thought he was a really good Daredevil, too. And so it would be cool to see him come back. And then, John Bernthal. The Punisher, I guess, too. They got the rights back to him. So that was a great show. I'm just saying that because I love John Bernthal. So I got to see, like, 13 episodes or something of that man. And I was like, this is heaven for me. Like, so, yeah. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. Because, like, there was, like, kind of, like, words trending around of Charlie Cox, like, teasing the idea of him being in the most recent Spider-Man movie, but like as like Spider-Man's lawyer, because he is a lawyer. So, which would be pretty cool. So, who knows? But Charlie Cox, he's a good actor.
Did you see that? I don't know if this is in your news, but did you see the news that we're getting like a teaser or footage from Spider-Man 3 like within the next like month or something?
I did not hear that.
So
I do have Tom Holland news.
I think some representative from Sony said that or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, look out for that.
But yeah, I guess we'll just segue into the Tom Holland news that I have.
Oh, there you go.
So the Game Awards are happening next week.
There it is.
And we'll probably do a podcast on that. Get some video game stuff. But man, oh man, it made too much sense.
Inevitable.
Yeah. Tom Holland is going to be a presenter at the Video Game Awards. And you might ask, oh, why is that? Oh, he could just love video games. No. He's playing Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie.
You think Tom Holland's playing video games nowadays?
Nah, dude. He's too busy living them.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a presenter at the Game Awards. And everybody instantly said, oh, there's going to be a teaser for Uncharted. And I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
That's the place to drop it.
Makes sense.
It makes so much sense. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I said I fucking hope so in all caps for a teaser. So
I fucking hope so.
I need to see Mark Wahlberg. I need to hear him. I need to see him in his fucking shirt and his mustache. And I need to yell at him through the screen.
Punch a hole through your new TV.
Dude, it's gonna be so bad. Like,
Andrew has been dreading this movie since day one.
It's gonna be so bad. And like I've been doing like my whole like
it's like a fever
media
dream.
industry final research paper has been on Uncharted. So like I don't know why I did that to myself, but I just needed to learn so much of this.
And you're gonna be like YMS with Lion King. You're just gonna know everything about something that you know you're gonna hate. You know?
Yeah, like and like bring on all the fanboys, bring on all the fangirls of Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, I guess, or fucking.
Does anyone actually care about Mark Wahlberg nowadays?
What's his name? Ruben, the director.
Ruben Fletcher?
Yeah, Ruben Fletcher, the director that kind of is just coasting.
Venom!
He's just, for some reason, they're like, oh, hey, Ruben, you want to make this movie? Sure, man.
He's the Zombieland guy.
I'm just vibing, dude. I'm gonna make Gangster Squad. I'm gonna make like. Oh
my god, did he make that?
I'm pretty sure he made that. I'm pretty sure he made 30 Minutes or Less.
He did make that.
I think he made those two, the Zombielands, and Venom. And now he's making Uncharted. But he's also like the fucking 20th director on this movie. That's why more, like, actors aside, the reason why this movie is going to be awful is because they've like let go of like 8 directors.
Yeah.
So like this movie is going through hell.
Like during production?
I don't know if during production, but like pre-production. They like let go of 8 directors. So
it's like, here's my vision. We don't like that. All right, see ya. Bring in the next guy.
Ruben Fletcher, so what's your vision? Perfect!
He goes, okay, we love it. All right, you're going to make the movie that we want you to make.
So, yeah, Game Awards is December 10th. If you wanted to go vote, go ahead. I voted.
Ooh.
So we'll find out who the winners are, and we'll talk about that probably in the next podcast. But, yeah, Tom Holland, bring on that Uncharted teaser trailer. I will be reacting to it if it is notably more than just like a title reveal and like maybe him walking up or something. Yeah, if it's
more than like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, I will. I don't know, dude. I could fucking talk shit about a 30-second teaser trailer.
Yeah, that's fair. And especially if you see Mark Wahlberg.
Our most hated video is the Justice League Snyder Cut. I will strive to make this the most hated video. I will talk mad shit.
There's not enough Uncharted fanboys.
I don't give a fuck. It will be the most hated video ratio-wise. So
one like, 1,000 dislikes.
That's the goal. So, okay, what we got next? Here we go. This is just kind of like a what if. Recently, Rian Johnson said that he wanted Ghost Anakin to show up in The Last Jedi besides Ghost Yoda. And
back to Star Wars we are.
I would want your thoughts on that.
I mean, like, his reasoning makes complete sense of why he didn't do it. So I'm kind of glad he just did whatever the hell he wanted to do, and it still made sense. But, like, I kind of wanted to see Ghost Anakin, not in 8, but 9. Just like, I just want to see Hayden Christensen again. Like, I think he deserves better dialogue and stuff to do. So, I think it's cool that like I don't think they shot it or anything. It's just like, it was we considered this,
and they probably talked to him about it. Mm-hmm. Like they're like, hey, dude, we're considering this.
He's like, they're like, all right, we'll give you $5,000. He's like, all right, I guess I'll do it. Like, what is Hayden Christensen doing nowadays?
Hey, he's doing conventions finally.
Yeah,
we got to meet him.
That's good.
So that was.
Oh yeah, you did meet him.
That was pretty surreal. I was like, oh
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah. He's
Anakin Skywalker.
Is he tall?
No, he's like our height.
No fucking way.
I think. Okay, he also might have been leaning a little bit. But let me look up the photo. Keep talking.
He was sitting on his knees actually, and but yeah, I think it's cute. Like, I'm one of the Last Jedi truthers out there.
I don't hate it, but I see a lot.
You hated it less when you watched it with me, and we talked about it throughout the movie.
That would
be a fun commentary.
Yeah,
so look out for that.
Commentary.
I'm sure we'll fucking record that sometime next year.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
bitch, when I go. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, other than that,
so he's kind of like shrugging, but like he's like.
I mean, Matthew's taller than him.
Well, yeah, Matt's taller than most people.
But what I'm saying is Darth Vader's supposed to be like 6'3", 5".
Yeah, but there are these things called apple boxes, and Tom Cruise loves them to make sure he's always the tallest person in the room.
Yeah,
so
there you go. You think? Wait, you're saying Tom Holland? I guess Tom Holland too. Tom Cruise has like an inferiority complex.
Oh, dude, ego all the way.
No way.
My thoughts on Hayden coming back. I would have loved it. Yeah. I think it would have been really touching for him to have a moment with his father.
Kathleen struck it down, baby.
Talking to Luke's perspective, to talk to his father, because we didn't really get much dialogue in Return of the Jedi. So,
but wouldn't you feel like that makes it more impactful? It's like they had their nice little thing. I mean, that's their last time they see each other.
I guess, but also. If Ghost Jedi can just show up when the fuck they want, why don't they just show up? Unless, is there like some like canon where like they can only show up once for 5 minutes every 10 years or something?
Either that, or they're like, if you're a Sith, like you're banished for like talking to good people, I guess. The Jedi.
But like, dude, let's just talk about how crazy we thought RYZE Skywalker was going to be. We thought there was going to be time travel.
If Mike Stacklasa fucking predicted it correctly, that would have been just the worst.
No, dude, it would have been better than what we got.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been boring, but it would still be just a headache.
We would have gotten time travel, like
full on in game, baby.
Like, dude, like I would have been so for it, and like,
no, I would be for it only for the memes, just like how much of a shit show this trilogy has been.
The one thing, though, I really think they fucked up on was instead of just hearing all of the Jedi, if we would have seen them.
Yeah, sort of like how I would have envisioned it is like fucking in the Deathly Hallows where he sees like, or like even Goblet of Fire where all the little ghosts show up and they're like, oh, Harry, you could do it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
or like
done that with Rey.
Or cool. Almost like a fucking shot of like Return of the King where Aragorn is charging. Not as cheesy, but like, dude, because all those people have interacted with, either the Chancellor or Palpatine at one point.
Which Palpatine?
Shut the fuck up. We don't talk about that. But like, it would have been cool to like see them all like, help her. Anyways, the movie fucking sucks. It's not a masterpiece, David.
It was too lame anyway, so.
Anyways, I would have loved to see it.
Waste of time.
It's not gonna happen. Oh well.
And maybe if we get enough traction on that alternate universe timeline canon thing.
It's just, at this point, it's too late.
If Star Wars fans had enough time and effort as DC fans to force Disney, like they did Warner Brothers, to make something that they want, it would happen. Maybe not. I mean, anything's possible.
When I pinpoint the death of the sequel trilogy, it was the death of Carrie Fisher, in my opinion.
Mm.
I think her death really affected the plans for episode 9.
Oh, yeah.
So,
because she was going to be a big part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
And I guess you could say
really
also Ryan
Ryan
Johnson fucked it up, but I really do think Carrie Fisher was like a driving force on like what they were going for. And then
I mean, Ryan Johnson wasn't the puppet master of this entire trilogy.
No.
They were like, hey, Ryan, do your thing. He's like, all right, I did my thing. Do you like it? They're like, okay, I guess. They could have been like,
it's
no,
the best fucking looking Star Wars film.
Yeah.
It has
he
one of
knows
the
how
best,
to direct. Like,
it has one of the best like fights.
Yeah, just because like you don't like him as a writer, I guess, doesn't mean the movie still doesn't look amazing and like
I guess
have interesting shots and imagery.
Sometimes, I guess I'm a director who like I enjoy writing, but like, and I guess everything that I have directed, I have written.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to just direct. Like, I want to direct something that I haven't written to see if, one, I can interpret it the way that obviously the writer would like it and just my own vision. But also just, to work with, like, another artist and, like, talk to them about it. Because, like, I think, like, when you shouldn't wear, like, more than, like, I think wearing one hat, you get the best job done. Wearing 2 hats, some get a really good job done. Wearing 3, like, when you're fucking writing, acting, and directing, like, that's a lot. Some can still do it, but then when you're also, like, fucking producing, it's like, whoa. Stop wearing 4 hats at the same time, dude. Like, just tone it back. Do, like, 1 or 2.
It's a nice little analogy.
To me, I would just do 1.
Yeah.
I would just, eventually, if, I get big, I'd probably produce as well. But, I think just 1 hat is good enough for me.
One size fits all.
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
Anyways,
Ryan Johnson, you did something, and
Ryan
it was
Johnson,
not that.
we saw his first Breaking Bad episode.
We
the
did.
One that apparently people
the
hate.
lowest rated episode, if you know, you know.
Do you think, after RYZE Skywalker, Last Jedi, angrily people went back and lowered that rating?
No, it's always been.
It's always been the lowest?
Because the best episode that he directed is still a 10 out of 10.
But, like, if that's a consensus and everyone loves that, no one's going to, like, lower that. Like, no one's doing that out of spite, I guess.
Somebody could. Somebody could go to every Ryan Johnson movie and
well, you're going to get those people, but, like, dude, people really hated Last Jedi, and it was so stupid. I'm sorry. I never
what's great, though?
I never understood it.
He made an amazing movie, like, 2 years later.
Yeah, that people, like, everyone loves.
Everybody loved. It made so much money. Like,
yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, hey, guys, this is the dude that made The Last Jedi.
Yeah, and, like,
he
all
can
of
make
his
a good
movies
movie.
are, like, arguably at least good.
Watch Looper. It's a
Yeah.
really fucking good sci-fi movie.
Or, like, Brick.
Haven't seen Brick, but I heard it's really good. I don't think Misfit Pond enjoyed it, though, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember his.
I think he gave us, like,
Pond.
2.5 stars.
I'm pretty sure Akshay loves that movie. Yeah. So
definitely want to watch it.
It's like never on anything. So,
but yeah, Ryan Johnson.
shout out
to you. You're working on your like prequel sequel with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Knives Out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
I mean, that shit made a lot of money. Another thing, didn't cost that much. Big cast still. Didn't cost that much. Made a lot of money. Good for you, Lionsgate.
Who done it? Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit just got released for the first time ever on 4K. Disclaimer, if you have bought them, I'm sorry to inform you, you have no bonus features. And you just spent $90 for 3 movies.
It's like Disney's Miyazaki collection that I have.
So if you want bonus features and also 4K movies,
just the movies,
you have to wait until summer of next year, unless COVID fucks up again.
Patience, young Padawans.
I bought it and then I canceled my pre-order because my buddy Ariel told me, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. I'd have been so sad. And so Stills,
gotta read the fine print nowadays.
Stills just came out recently of comparison from the 2003 releases of them and the releases now for the 4K.
Yeah,
and
like the 2K and the 4K.
The 2K and the 4K. And the biggest thing that everybody's kind of like, is that it looks a little too like realistic. A little too.
Like the color grading
is just like kind of like just like depressing,
Mm-hmm.
and like people like I guess complained back in the day about like the green filter, but like it gave it its charm.
Mm-hmm.
It like made it feel like it wasn't our world.
Yeah,
which
it's a fucking fantasy movie.
And so I'm just confused because Peter Jackson was behind it and he was like involved with it the whole time, and he approved it, which kind of confuses me because like.
Do you think Peter's going off the deep end in terms of his I guess you could say just like sort of like a Ridley Scott or like a George Lucas. They had a lot of success, and maybe it's getting to his head a little bit, and he's like, yeah, sure, I don't give a fuck. Just,
I mean, I don't know, dude.
Touching up their movies when they don't need to,
I mean, I guess, like, they've never been transferred to 4K before.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if it will be good or not.
I mean, I didn't like a majority of the stills that you sent me.
But also, will it look as noticeable in action?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you're like nitpicking these shots, but like, what if like in movement or
it doesn't look as bad.
Like the full shots, like
on your screen,
better? Yeah,
like so.
Maybe on like a phone screen, it's not going to look like amazing or something.
But
I mean,
like,
who knows? But
on like a nice
we're gonna have to wait like
TV.
half a year until we bitch
and then,
about
dude, we might even
or
fucking
love
watch
it.
them on Ariel's
Yeah.
movie theater. So his little homemade movie theater. But yeah, so
That'll
they came out.
Totally pay off once that happens.
I will be buying them.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, you have to buy all 6 movies together.
Oh yeah, they did say that.
Yeah,
or Ariel said that. I think.
You got to buy all 6.
I'm like, dude, the Hobbit's movies.
Hey, we'll watch them. I'll give it a rewatch.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 with my mother in the theaters, and then we didn't care about the third for some reason. We never went to see the third. I think my mom is just like, oh, this isn't very interesting, because she fucking loves Lord of the Rings. So,
I mean, you take 3 books like this and make 3 movies, and then you take a book like that and make 3 movies.
Well, you can watch Lindsay Ellis's videos on those. They're pretty fantastic and goes into very in-depth.
One last little thing before we jump
One
into
little
the big
nuggie.
topic. Kind of a sad one to end on, but David Prowse,
Yeah.
the actor who portrayed the physical appearance of Darth Vader,
Oh, we talked about 2 Darth Vaders today.
passed away earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, I don't necessarily know if I've seen him in anything else or if he did anything else, really. Do you know?
Well, was he like German?
I have no idea, really.
Because like, remember, was it him with like the original like audio recordings of Vader?
Yeah, like he said
So
all
that
the
was him,
lines.
right? Yeah. So I think he's foreign. He's from Europe, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so maybe he was big in Europe. Who knows? But like,
No,
I mean, they cast
the
him 'cause
original
he's fucking
trilogy
huge.
was filmed in England,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm. Jolly old England.
bunch of Brits.
But yeah, like obviously, like people. I mean, unless like my dad, like the people that grew up watching the movies, obviously they're gonna, have it more close to their heart than like I guess us now.
Yeah, and like I think it was like 2 years ago, he announced that he was gonna stop doing appearances at like conventions and stuff. Because more for like our fathers' ages and stuff, people like in their 50s who grew up watching those, they know him more than we do.
Right.
Our Darth Vader is more Anakin. It's more Hayden Christensen, I guess, even though he's not really Darth Vader.
Or even like a James Earl Jones. You know, I guess
we
you
recognize him more because
you think of because you don't see Prowse's face, and even when we do see Anakin's face in 6, it's not him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it was sad. Do we know how he passed away? No. Damn, should have done my research. But it's just it's kind of we're getting there.
Yeah.
A lot of actors that we've that have been in cinema for a really long time.
Yeah, like I feel like it's only gonna get worse from here on out in terms of like the volume of deaths or big like noticeable deaths.
I got curious and I just started looking up all of the like famous directors. I was looking up like, you know,
Marty's in his 80s.
Well, the oldest is Mel Brooks.
Ooh, is he in his 90s?
Yeah, I mean, I'll look him up.
Wow,
It's Mel Brooks, Ridley Scott, and then Marty. Those are the 3 oldest directors that are still working. Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks still really making movies?
I mean, he's like voice acting. I don't know if he's
Okay.
directing.
Okay.
Dude, the fucker was born in 1926. So that man is old. So like we're probably gonna lose him in like the next like 4 years.
Right.
Like it's just like it's gonna happen of old age. And like no, not Daisy Ridley. Ridley Scott. 37. So 1937. He's not 37 years old.
Wow, really?
So like I just got curious and I was just like looking up all these directors just to be like, man, when are these guys gonna croak?
Uh-huh.
And and also Clint Eastwood, 1930.
Dude, that man's old.
Dude, yeah.
He looks so old. Too.
He stood next to me for 15 seconds on the set of Richard Jewell. That man was fucking old.
Yeah.
He was standing around. I was like, oh my God, you're old.
Put you at home, Grandpa.
But like we're gonna start losing actors and directors. You know, we're gonna be losing like our Martin Freeman or our Michael Caine's, and it's gonna be tough. Like,
Say Martin Freeman. Morgan Freeman. I guess Martin Freeman's kind of oldish
he's not.
now.
He's not that.
I mean, he's not like 80, but like,
No.
yeah.
But like, shoot, I was thinking of somebody else. Samuel L. Jackson's pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who are some other old actors? I mean, fucking Betty White's still alive.
Christopher Plummer.
Yeah.
He's pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
Betty White, yeah, dude. But when Betty White goes, that's gonna be.
I'm sure that'll be the domino that everyone
Please,
dies.
no, I mean, dude, it's in threes. It's always in. It doesn't matter about the star power, but like, you know, when one person dies in like a week span, like 2 other people always die. It's really weird.
Right.
I mean, the hardest one was like Debbie Reynolds and like Carrie Fisher. Like that was just a fucking tragic story.
Like when you have, Carrie was definitely really, really upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, that year sucked. In terms of deaths, 2016 was pretty bad. That was like Prince, David Bowie, Carrie Fisher.
Is that Alan Rickman?
Alan Rickman. Yeah.
That's pretty. See, that's rough right there.
Yeah. That was rough for my dad.
You're
I'm
losing
like,
a
fuck.
lot of icons.
Yeah,
like,
David Bowie and Prince are 2 of his favorite artists, and obviously Carrie he adores. So yeah, that was a rough year.
And like you know, Alan Rickman was like Snape.
That was
for
my mom.
so many people.
Yeah.
Like
That's like her number 1 like favorite.
and he was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like every time I see, like I watch a Harry Potter movie and I see him, I get sad. Like knowing that he's not on this planet anymore because he's just so good as Snape.
It's like the opening shot of I think part 2, where he's like looking out from like the top of like Hogwarts castle or whatever.
Dude, didn't we lose? Sorry, keep going.
Oh no, I was just like that shot. Like it's kind of sad watching it now because it's just like him and like his final role in Harry Potter and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Didn't what's his name? Count Dooku. Oh my God, what's his
Christopher
name?
Lee?
Yeah, didn't Christopher Lee die the same year? 16?
Maybe. He was really fucking old though.
I'm just saying, like that. I think he was like another
Yeah.
person to go. And that, if there's anything to appreciate, just preach. Anything to appreciate about the last Hobbit movie is that motherfucker trying. He was trying.
And he's like 95 years old.
Like he really wanted to be in it, and I'm like, fuck it. Like I would put him in it too if he really wanted to be in it. I'd put him in it because he was a legend. So
love him.
So maybe think about your favorite actor that has passed away, and maybe like watch their your favorite movie of them.
Bittersweet.
But we're running out an hour, so we'll probably be talking about this for like hopefully like less than like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, we've kind of already talked about it, so like we kind of know our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So just earlier this week, Warner Brothers, like literally yesterday.
Yeah, like a day or 2
Yeah,
ago.
not even earlier this week, like a day ago. Warner Brothers was like, hey, 2020 sucked. We pushed a lot of our movies. None of them are coming out this year. And Wonder Woman's going to come out on Christmas Day in theaters if you can watch it, or on HBO Max. And then, a day ago, they were like, hey, actually,
fuck it, open up the floodgates.
Every movie that we have ready, that we have pushed, is coming out on streaming for HBO Max and going to be in theaters the same day, if possible.
But how much will it cost to watch these movies, Andrew?
Nothing, except for your monthly payment on HBO Max.
It's
pretty
big
bumped up depending on when the movies come out.
Yeah, I foresee a uptick in HBO. They have to do that, I feel.
But this is like huge moves. So first, to put it in retrospect, HBO Max, I think it had a pretty successful first launch. Dude,
it's probably my favorite streaming service.
They brought so many things to the table. They brought Adult Swim, they brought Criterion, they had HBO, they had Warner Brothers, they had every DC thing you could think of.
Ghibli.
They had
Harry
all
Potter.
this. I think Sesame Street is attached to it. Like, they had all of these things for everybody.
Friends.
And they had a lot of original shows on there that came out like right off the bat. And I mean, HBO alone was like huge to have like The Wire on there. In terms of just like
Sopranos.
Like to have all these huge shows. Like they fucking killed it. They brought Friends. Now they have Friends. Like
in terms of like pre-existing content, they came out swinging. And now they could just like catch up with the original shit.
With the original stuff.
I mean, now they're definitely going to catch up with the original shit. Because,
I mean, like, are you going to... But these aren't going to be...
Well, like, original.
They're not going to be original
Warner
Max
Brothers.
films.
Yeah, like, they're not HBO stuff. But, like, in terms of, exclusive content, I guess. You know, that no one's seen before, except, like, in a theater.
And so, like, this is huge. It's because we talked about it when Disney Plus announced that Mulan was going to be on their streaming service for $30, which now you can watch it for free, starting like yesterday. And it did not go well.
Man. Do you think they targeted this news to coincide with the release of Mulan coming out for free? Like, further intensifying the people that are pissed about paying for Mulan.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
Dude, that is a genius move.
They announced...
Because I didn't know that Mulan was, like, free. Like,
well,
now.
I remember they announced, like, like a month ago that it was going to be free.
Like, I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was, like, it just happened.
Yeah, it just literally happened.
That's genius.
Yeah.
They said, fuck Disney, let's go. So, good job, Warner Brothers.
That is now free. Soul is going to be free on the 25th. But so is Wonder Woman.
Because I was not paying for that.
And
Wonder Woman.
So now, I'll just pull up the list of every movie.
Dude, there's a lot.
Warner Brothers has
There's
announced.
Like double digits. It's not even like 5 movies that they're doing.
No, and like, I mean, there are some few like ones that like you might not recognize. But, here we go. Let's see. Okay. The Little Things.
Okay.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
That's my boy Daniel Kaluuya is in that, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Tom and Jerry, the highly acclaimed live adaptation of the classic cartoon.
Yeah, man.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat. Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
That's your boy. I'm pretty sure.
John?
No. The director that made Wind River, Taylor Sheridan.
Get out of here.
I think that's his movie. Because that was supposed to come out in October.
Damn, not John Berthel. Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Is it him?
Oh my God, John Berthel's in it. Yeah, it's Taylor. Yeah.
See, made you way more excited for that now.
You're like, oh, what's this movie? Angelina Jolie, John Berthel.
It's gonna be like October.
Holt, Tyler Perry.
Yeah, he's in Gone Girl.
That's true. He was fucking good.
He's really fucking
good. That just shows you that
good director goes a long fucking way.
Yeah, it goes a long way. If you can make Tyler Perry a good actor.
My God damn, he was like one of the best parts of that movie.
Dude, I am hyped now.
Yeah. Come on, man. I do my research.
A teenage murder witness finds himself pursued by twin assassins in Montana wilderness with a survival expert tasked to protect him.
Is it a book?
And a forest fire threatening to consume them all. Yes, it's based on a book.
There you go.
Dude.
John Barenthal, your boy Taylor Sheridan? Tyler Sheridan?
Fucking go.
Taylor Sheridan?
Taylor.
Sheridan.
Okay.
All right, keep it going. Here we go. Those I wish we did.
The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
No one cares.
Nope. In the Heights, that musical.
In the Heights.
That's supposed to come out in the summer.
So they played that trailer so often. I got so tired of it.
Space Jam: A New Legacy.
LeBron.
The Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Magellant.
Let me see.
Mads
Mikkelsen. Malignant.
Mm-hmm. What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's a word.
All right. Remnant Science.
Okay.
Sure. Dune. That's a huge one.
We'll be watching that at home, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. The Main Saints of Newark.
I think that's a Boondock Saints thing.
Okay.
Maybe. Don't quote me on that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
King Richard.
Okay.
Matrix 4.
Yep.
And Cry. Mako.
Okay.
Sure.
The Matrix 4, they've done filming that?
I think so. I
Wow.
remember them filming it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wait,
6,
so all
7,
these are coming out
8,
next
9,
year or just
10,
like
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17?
Or in the future?
I think they're all coming out next year.
Even Matrix 4? Because that's supposed to be 2022, right? So they're pushing that up?
It says the 2021 Warner Brother films that are expected to be released next year and that are expected to follow this on the HBO Max and theaters at the same time model.
Interesting.
So
I guess we'll be getting a official schedule in the next few weeks, probably.
yeah.
I'm sure they'll come right out of the gate with like a smaller one in
17
January.
movies, 12 months.
Yeah.
That's going to be popping. That's pretty crazy. The huge ones, like, I would like to see.
Yeah, I was going to ask what's like your most anticipated out of those.
To see Dune, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, I would love to see that in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, now that fucking.
Those I wish we did.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for that because whenever is one of my
Yeah,
favorites
because
of all
like
time.
that had an original October release date, like in January, February.
in it. Let's go.
Yeah, man. That might be his new guy. Who knows?
No more one scene. Okay, let's get him in like half the
gotta
movie.
keep going one
That's
scene.
why I love Fury, is because he's like in a majority of the movie. He's not a one scene man. Like
Then
Sicario
Me and Earl and
or
the Dying Girl.
Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
He's in a lot of that.
Dude, but when he's in that one scene, he steals the scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's great.
He's great in Sicario.
He's great in Scar. Wind River though is probably like the peak, like John Berthal role. Like,
Yeah.
that scene's really fucking good. Dude, when he's talking about his favorite Christmas, dude, I'm choking up right now.
I've only seen him once.
Oh my
I need
god,
to watch it again.
I love that when he's talking about his favorite Christmas. It's a great little monologue.
It's his little man crush.
So I guess we haven't really talked about our thoughts on this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it, yes, movies need to come out. You can't keep fucking pushing movies
Theoretically.
because eventually you're just gonna get way too many movies where it's just gonna be fucking stacked.
Yeah, like. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, like you can't keep piling up the.
Yeah.
Eventually, you gotta release all of them.
You have to make money somehow.
Yeah.
So like you can't just keep making movies and then just putting them in a vault. So like I gotta get it. Just take the F. We really thought that when theaters opened up with Tenet, we're like, okay, here we go, and it did not perform well.
I think this decision is because of Tenants.
Yeah, definitely. Like everybody was like, okay.
And Mulan, I guess.
I remember we all were just hanging out on the couch, and I was like, dude, you guys get the AMC email? Like they're opening back up. Like it was just kind of like out of the blue. It was just
Yeah,
one
it's
night
like an
we all-
email.
We all got an email saying that they were reopening and that Tenet was going to be like the pusher.
Oh, yeah, it's still in theaters.
Yeah.
I mean, in Georgia at least, I guess.
Yeah.
Illinois and others don't have theaters still.
But yeah, we do. Like luckily we got to see like Mank in theaters. So,
Right. Thank God.
But like
So, I would
so
have been so sad to have seen that like here first.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Because that was your first Fincher in theaters, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'd rather it have been one of his last few ones, but
Gone Girl would've been
whatever.
really good. And so like initially, I guess kind of like the dialogue that we're going to be basing off of is kind of like what Stuckman has said. But like it's change.
Yeah.
And I think this is like the first, especially for the people that are like in the movie industry like we are, and we watch movies every week, and we have no idea if it's going to be good or bad. We just want to talk about them. Like, this is like a huge... For me, this is probably the early 2000s when they moved from film to digital. How that was... I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like, that...
But as a consumer, that wasn't as, like, big of a change, you know?
I mean, I guess for consumers, maybe like going from like VHS to DVD.
Yeah.
I guess like we probably...
Or maybe just like high definition.
Yeah, like I mean, we were
like
kids,
that,
we didn't really like notice that.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, like this is just like, I guess for our... I mean, this is just crazy in general. Nobody thought this was going to happen. Nobody thought the theaters were going to be struggling. But like, is it to the point where like, are they really going to struggle, or are they just going to become... not as many? Because in our area of it, like Atlanta, in like a 50-mile radius, there's like 15 AMCs.
Yeah.
Do we need 15 AMCs in a 50-mile radius?
Not really.
We need 3 maybe.
Yeah.
And like, I mean like...
On a 50-mile radius, I mean, you don't want people driving like 30 miles to go to a theater.
No, but sometimes that's what happens. Like sometimes you just live really far out. And so, like, that's why there are more theaters, to make it more convenient for people. But if we just limit the theaters, because the chains are AMC, Regal, and...
Landmark.
Landmark. Are those,
or is it Cinemark?
Yeah, Cinemark. There's like 5
Yeah.
that are the big ones, like GNC or something.
There's a really big one that, like, there's none of those over here. Like, they're more like Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest. Like, they always have the different ones.
So
we're
like Regal AMC over here.
Yeah.
So.
And so you have your big ones, and you have your indie art house films that hopefully those can stay afloat. Like ours are Midtown Art Cinema and the Plaza. And the Plaza doesn't really
the Plaza's not going to go anywhere.
No,
Plaza's going to be fine.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, like, we still have those theaters that we can go to no matter what. But, like, you know, I could see the one in either... I probably could see Barrett closing.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've seen plenty of theaters. There was one that closed, like, it's nowhere near here, but, like, closer-ish, like, in the Cumming area where I lived. It closed, like, well before COVID hit. And I was kind of sad about that because they played more like indie. It was AMC. Totally forget what the fucking name it was. But, yeah, but I could totally see, like, just most of, like, Regal, like, the big, like, 4 or 5 chains in the country shutting down their least profitable theaters, like, permanently because of this. And just, like, banking on their high volume areas that, like, they're going to get people to go in there anyway, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a big change, like you said. So.
And, like, one thing that Stuckman brought up that is huge is that the average moviegoer that maybe sees, like, 5 movies a year is...
Like my mom. But my mom's not annoying.
Is going to just watch these movies and be like, oh, fuck yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong at home for free practically?
Yeah.
I'll watch that. For me, I don't know about you, but I want to see that like on the big screen. So I'm going to go to the theater and enjoy it. And hopefully theaters are making enough money, or at least the moviegoers that really want to see it in theaters will go out and go see it in theaters. Because... that's like, I guess like that's my biggest. I guess we got to see how Wonder Woman performs, because one, we're definitely gonna go back into a hard lockdown once Biden enters office. So I don't really know right out the gate if we will even be able to see movies in like February. You know, once something happens or he starts getting the ball rolling.
Well, I think some of the bigger outside of, let's say, just pre-January 20th. His inauguration.
Yeah.
They might fit in a couple bigger movies early January, but then they're just going to go strictly like their smaller indie stuff, like March, February.
See, I could see like maybe like
and then try to go back like big stuff in like May, like normal, like
maybe
I
don't know if there's like a release date for like Tom and Jerry, but maybe throw that out.
Like that could be early January.
Yeah,
probably.
throw that out in January, but then like wait for Kong and wait for the Suicide Squad and make those summer movies.
Well, because like all these like the bigger movies had like dates already. So are they like now with this news? Are they gonna be like, all right, they're gonna all be in 2021, but we're gonna like figure out a new schedule maybe?
I think they'll probably have like eventually they'll just make official sheet.
Right.
Just show
like what Disney does to show off all their fucking movies. Without fucking the French Dispatch still. Fuck you, Disney.
We were gonna
God
see that.
Damn it.
We were gonna see that.
Cause like don't even tell us. Like give us a month or like
seriously.
Like a quarter of the year, like first, second, third, fourth quarter.
Just put a year date on it.
Fuck them.
But no, it's huge changes to the point where Disney announced that this upcoming week they're gonna shed some light on their plans for Disney Plus, and we'll probably talk about that in the next podcast.
Yeah, I mean, like the ball's now in Disney's court.
Yeah,
I mean,
because like if you think about it, like the memes are true. Disney Plus is more the Mandalorian Plus. Like the only reason why Disney Plus is getting so many subscribers is for the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, they're kind of surviving off of that show right now.
That is it. And like and they probably would be doing better if, Falcon and Winter Soldier came out in like August, and if WandaVision would be out right now if COVID never happened. So like they would have had more original content. But if you look at what they've produced so far, it's a lot of docu-series stuff, which is quick and easy to turn over. But
really no one, the average people, are probably not going to watch that stuff.
No, I mean, I watched that.
The National Geographic shit and stuff like that they're making. It's like...
I mean, I watched
old
the
people might watch that.
Culture
show.
That
the cooler of those, yeah.
That was fun. I've watched a few of the Imagineer ones just because like I like Disneyland and Disney World, and I like to listen to the people that built these rides and like see like behind the scenes. But like I'm not gonna watch their baking show. Like I'm not gonna watch their arts and crafts show.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch that Pixar in real life. I watched like a minute of one episode, and I was like, "This is the cringiest thing. I can't." It was like Dash, and he was like doing like this full SpongeBob thing. Like, want to see me run to that rock? Want to see me do it again? And like it was a twin. It was two kids. So the kid would run around the corner of a building, and then the other kid would come right around the corner, and like the person would be like, "Whoa, you ran that fast?" And you're just like, I turned it off. I couldn't. It was bad. And like I don't need that shit. I don't need to
That's
see.
like the Disney Plus in a nutshell. Once you look past the Mandalorian, it's like, what do we have on here? Oh, nothing interesting.
And I think a huge contender was The Simpsons. I was like, that was the one thing I was really excited about, was getting to watch.
We don't even get to watch it in 4:3.
No, but like
they dropped the ball on like their easiest layup.
Dude, yeah, it sucked. It was like they got it in the basket, but then somehow they like smacked it out,
or like they dunked it, it just hit the back iron, it just flew out.
Like dude, you got like every season.
Holy shit!
Oh, the first like 10 seasons aren't going to be in the right ratio. Fuck.
Great. But yeah, I think Disney Plus's problem is they don't have any R-rated content that would make adults interested.
And that's a theory that people think they're going to announce that. Because Jacob and I were talking on PlayStation last night. I'm like, dude, there could easily be like a adult only section, and you have to like enter a passcode. How hard is that?
Netflix has a thing like that.
Yeah, how hard is that thing?
Any normal technology has like a child stuff. Yeah,
fucking on demand.
Child
10 years ago. Do you guys remember on demand?
Yeah,
like there was child proof there.
You're like, fuck, what's my parents' passcode? I don't even know.
And so it'll be interesting to see what their news is next week. Hopefully, it's like big enough that we can talk about it.
Yeah. But it's like, ooh, we have a PG-13 movie on here now. We're pushing the envelope.
We have the
here.
X-Men movies on.
Oh,
here.
we have Avatar on here. Whoa.
It's like, no, bitch, put Alien and Predator.
It's like, dude, we want to watch Breaking Bad. If we want to, we want to watch Alien, shit like that.
Yeah,
you know? We want some fucking adults shit. We don't want cutesy shit.
No, like
I'm not going back and rewatching all these old ass nostalgic like Disney Channel shows. You know?
No, like I mean, one thing that I was really excited about was the classic cartoons. I watched I think like the first like month it came out. I watched, I probably just looked up my favorite ones to rewatch them, and like it was a lot of fun. Like I love the goofy ones; they're so good. Oh, hold on. Talking about Disney Channel shows, bring the fucking House of Mouse onto Disney Plus, dude.
You're a House of Mouse fan,
dude. It's so good. It's the best show ever. Like on Disney Channel, like it was all the Disney characters chilling at this nightclub, and they're watching old skits and new skits, dude. Disney's House of Villain, when the villains take over the house for like the Halloween movie.
I remember that, yeah.
Dude, that was the fucking shit. I should have watched that during Halloween.
But like Disney Plus in a nutshell, right? You remember when we first got it?
We were like looking through everything.
And we were looking through everything, and Matt goes, "Oh, Recess, that's fucking awesome." He has not watched a single episode of Recess.
No.
It's a cool, like, oh my god, they have that on here?
Yeah, every episode.
And you're never going to fucking watch it.
No.
It's just like cool that they have it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, wow, I can actually watch
It's like, do we really, like, we're not going to rewatch shit when we were like 7, except like the things we absolutely adored, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's most of your content, how many people are like, going back and rewatching all this stuff? And I think that's Disney's problem. It's like, they're not making anything really interesting new at a high volume. Obviously, they didn't know COVID was going to happen, We're not blaming them for that, but at the same time, it's like HBO Max comes out swinging because they have shit that appeals to every person right out of the gate. So
and
it's
Disney's like family.
It's like, but family's profitable. It's like, to an extent.
Yes, they're pretty profitable, but you need to pander to like young adults and adults.
20-somethings and like late teens and early 30s.
Kids don't have the money. We have the money.
Yeah.
If I want to buy Disney Plus,
obviously you're gonna get your families that are like, oh fuck yeah, I could pay like $12 a month and I could just throw my children at the television screen, let them watch whatever the fuck they could find on here, and I don't have to worry about them watching a Breaking Bad or Hannibal or something like that, But at the same time, there's kids mode, so they won't be able to watch it anyway. Yeah. So whatever, Disney.
So we'll find out what their plan is. As of now, I'm going to try to watch, not as many, but the ones that I want to see for HBO and Warner Brothers in theaters, just to support the theaters and also just get that experience. Because, I need to see Dune on the big screen. I just need to.
Exactly.
At least if I have a really nice fucking TV, I don't give a fuck. I need to see it on the big screen.
Because, my thing is, like you mentioned Stuckman. I'm kind of glad he brought up the point of having options, because it's like, I'm already paying for this, and it's like, if I really don't need to watch this in theaters, I'll still give it a shot on streaming, if I don't have to pay extra for it.
Like Kajillionaire.
Yeah, or like a Netflix movie, I want to go see Mank in theaters, so I'm going to go support it. I'm already paying for Netflix. Me, not myself, but my family is.
And also we get to see it early. So.
Yeah, that too. So it's like, maybe if they released it early in theaters, maybe that's an incentive for people to go out.
Well, that's what they kind of did for New Mutants, right? No. I thought they did that for something.
Well, because New Mutants would be on...
Oh, no, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about releasing it early. Something early. But anyways, if you wanted to see Godzilla vs. Kong in theaters, it's out now, or wait 2 weeks and it will be out on...
Do you want to pay extra to see this at the nicest setup possible? Or you're like, I could just watch this at home.
I'll just wait.
That's me. I'm like, I'll probably watch Godzilla and Kong at home, but I don't want to go out of my way and because I'm not really that because of the last movie,
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in seeing the next one, particularly, I guess, unless you guys really love it or something. But it's just it's nice having options, And I think that's the good silver lining to take away from this entire news. It's like people can now choose what they want to do instead of they have to do it this way or you're not going to get their money, sort of thing. Like theaters have been anyway. And it's always been like that, but there is a steady, I feel, decline in just people going to the movies because it is so expensive for taking a family or even getting a bunch of popcorns and drinks. It starts being $100 to go to the movies. Well, it shouldn't be that,
I just really want I know it's not going to happen for like probably another 2 years. But like I do really miss just go to a packed house.
Yeah.
Even if like you have an annoying person or two, a majority of you are there and you're a movie lover.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just nice to be surrounded by people that enjoy and love movies.
Right.
And that's a part of the experience. That's what I like. I like, going with my friends and we sit there, we watch the previews, we talk shit about the previews, we watch the movie, and then we're sitting there watching the credits and we're just like, dude, that fucking sucked, like The Lodge, or dude, that was fucking awesome, like Avengers Endgame or something. Like, you're just with all that stuff. For me, it comes down to more of the experience. Like, I enjoy an event.
You pay for the experience, essentially.
Some of my favorite memories, we watched Doctor Strange in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through the credits, it just turns into like nature noises, which is just it was kind of calming and relaxing.
Okay.
It was just like
in the actual movie, or just like your theater did this?
No, it was like the actual movie.
Oh, okay.
Like the score stopped playing and it just became like wind and like crickets and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was very relaxing.
Okay.
And like this dude turned to us and like he was just started talking to us about the movie.
Uh-huh.
And like I just miss that shit.
Yeah.
Like you just get that guy and you're just like, dude, like what did you think? He was like, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Dude, man, how'd you think of this movie? Dude, bro, I kind of like this
because we all like movies. That's why we're there. So like,
Yep.
It's it'll be an interesting year. Hopefully it will be a successful year of trying to get back to normal, and 2022 we can pretty much feel like we're back. Getting back
like
to
90% normal.
Yeah, like this year it's almost done, and who would have thought
shockingly
that we would have so much fucking shit happened this year.
Yeah.
And some people realized it early on, some people are just realizing it now, or some people are still blind, and it's gonna hit them soon. But I think after the holidays and when the office changes, hopefully things start looking up.
Yeah.
So
here's to glass half full from here on out.
Here on out.
Hopefully there are better days ahead and we get back to normal. That's not just movies, that's everything else. Yeah. So enjoying life, and maybe we get to appreciate more of just normal shit now.
Yeah.
Once we do get back to normal, hopefully. So we'll fucking see, man.
But yeah, so that is it. That is this podcast. It is
solid podcast.
1:30. Fuck.
A little less than an hour and a half.
Yeah. It's I worked 12 hours today, and I have to wake up at 9.
Yeah,
so.
you poor soul, man. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, guys. So without further ado, this has been Andrew.
This has been Connor.
Peace.
Been good.